to my channel. Today I am gonna get straight into it, and I'm just gonna talk about how I got into my dream college, LSU. So sorry if y'all hear some background noise. There's a window like literally right there, looking out into like everything, and there's a street right there. Sorry about that. So the first thing that we're gonna get into is grades. My grades from high school, how I was even able to get into college, and basically a little rundown of what college is like. I've always been like an A-B student, sometimes I even had straight A's, sometimes I had straight B's, sometimes I had both A's and B's, sometimes I had a little mix in of a 1C, 2C. Of course my mom would get mad about that. She doesn't really like C's. She'd be like, Malaysia, you can do a lot better than Z's. And I'm like, well, sorry, it happens. So yeah, it was going pretty smooth. I took all my classes up until junior year. That's when I started to take AP and dual enrollment classes. Now, the AP test I did not pass. Well, I did pass. I think I made a few good grades on one. I don't quite remember all the classes that I took, but I did take 2 AP classes, and I ended up getting credit at LSU for only one. And then senior year, I took only dual enrollment classes, and junior year, I took some dual enrollment classes also. If you were able to take dual enrollment classes, do it, okay? It helps a whole lot. I highly recommend dual enrollment classes. It does put you at a higher standing point in college. It does definitely make a difference, and getting those extra credits is great. So yeah, that's as far as my grades go. When COVID hit, of course everybody was doing online school, and when I tell you, I didn't do so good, okay? So, yeah, I started making F's for the first time. I started making D's. My grades were not looking good. I probably had only 1 A or 2 A's. That's about it. My grades were really not looking good. But I think that the colleges and the high school and the universities, they really took that into consideration. They really took how much of a toll COVID has taken on us into consideration, because to be honest, if they didn't, I probably would not be here. But grades are very important, but they're not as important as your involvement in the things that you did. So that brings us into number 2, getting involved. So I did not really get involved like how a lot of other people may have gotten involved in high school. I was more of the outcast in high school. I was quiet. I didn't really have any friends. I was only really comfortable around my friends that I did have, but I didn't have many. I was always sheltered. I never got to go out like that. Barely went out. Barely went to parties. Barely went to like the bowling alley and the mall. I was just very sheltered as a child and into high school. So of course, transitioning to college, people are going to tell you that it's a very big transition. People told me that, and I just thought, I'll be able to handle it. It'll be fine. But it was a big transition, trust me. It is a big transition. So getting involved is important. That is something that I don't know if they look at it more than grades, but they definitely look at that. They definitely look at getting involved. So how I got involved into my school was that I went to 3 different high schools. I went to the third one sophomore year and stayed there throughout my senior year. So at that school, I noticed that they did not do any Black History Month celebrations. And I was the first, somehow I was like the first student that noticed it and took initiative to it. So what I did was I got some friends together and I said, hey, did y'all notice that they don't do Black History Month celebrations, and yet they celebrate Chinese New Year and all these other things? And they were like, yeah. So I said, how about we start a petition? So what we did was we started a petition to put posters around the school, and to start stating daily facts on the intercom. So basically I went to the principal and I told the principal, hey bro, like, there's no Black History Month celebrations, like we gotta get something going, like can we put up posters? And it was a lot of effort. I said, can we put up posters around the school? So I would stay late over at my friend's house and like put the posters together, and we would like all hang out and have fun, put the posters together, and we would end up putting it around the school about, I want to say, by middle February. So then I came up with this idea to start writing little facts and paragraphs about like Harriet Tubman and Martin Luther King and all those other Black history figures, and saying it to the whole school every single morning during announcements. So we started a petition to that, and we brought it to the principal's attention, and he said, okay, that's fine. And so surprisingly, I started making a lot of connections with the front office staff, and I went there every single morning to go and state these facts to the entire school. And then I thought, and I said, it shouldn't just be about Black History Month. We should include Hispanic Heritage Month and all these other cultures and things. We should start including that into our day-to-day, like, you know. So Hispanic Heritage Month came. Hi, buddy. Hi. This is my kitty, Jasper. Say hello. So we started creating posters and things for Hispanic Heritage Month and other cultures and things, and that's how I got involved in school. I was never really a sports person. I did art for a while, but then I ended up quitting because I had so much other stuff going on, and that was just the way I got involved. So you don't have to do too much to get involved, you know? Moving on to number 3, GPA and ACT. My GPA, I believe I graduated with like a 3.6. I want to say around a 3.5, 3.6. I think it was like a 3.5. And my ACT scores, I don't quite remember, but I do remember that I did get like a 24 in English and maybe like a 20 in math. They were all pretty like leveled, pretty standard ACT scores. Not super high up there, but not super low. So I was very worried about my ACT because when it came to testing, I was just not the girl. I was bad at testing. So yeah, I ended up having to take the ACT twice to get the score that I wanted. I think I got a standardized score of like a composite score of like 23, which isn't bad, but I still wasn't that happy about it. Yeah, so GPA and ACT, they made ACT optional, but it still matters. Your ACT score still matters, because if you get a high enough math ACT score, you can be placed in a higher math class. If you get a high enough English score, you can pass up certain English classes. So ACT is optional, but you're going to have to submit those grades anyway. It matters. So please take your ACT serious, whether we are in times of COVID or not, because yeah, you don't want to be stuck in a lower level math class or a lower level English class like me this semester. So yeah, I am in a lower level math class starting off there, because my math ACT grade, I was 1 point off from getting the grade that I needed to go into a higher math class. And number 4, we have our college essay. So I'm going to say this right now. Please, 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 please put a lot of effort into your college essay. Now, I'm not trying to put too much pressure on you, but I think my college essay really built my whole application for me, because like I really put in, like, when you write your college essay, you want to not just write about you, but you want to write about you. You know, you want to give the college a sense of who you are as a person, how you are, and what you can bring to the university. So I wrote about the Black History Month, how I got involved in my high school. I wrote about how I constantly moved schools and what schools meant to me. Now, if you are applying a common essay, I think you're going to give you 3 or 4 options. You're going to choose out of those, but I chose to write about my own thing. And I went in. I wrote about me and my grades and how basically, you're not just supposed to write about your accomplishments and boost yourself up and write about what you did. It's okay to write about the things that you didn't get right, or that you got wrong, or that you failed on. You feel like you failed, but you picked yourself up back after, and how you can improve yourself. You don't just want to sit there and talk about me, because it's not what college is looking for. Okay, so please, your college essay is important. It can really make or break your application. Make sure that you proofread your essay or get someone else to proofread it. You want to make sure there's no grammar mistakes, no significant writing mistakes, no punctuation mistakes. You really want to take that college essay serious, because that is really an important factor into your application. You have an option to add the college essay or to not add the college essay. I highly recommend that you do add the college essay and give them more of a look into who you are, especially if you weren't really involved in things like that, or you've had mediocre grades or mediocre standardized testing scores such as ACT or SAT. I feel like the college essay is really important. I am going to give you an outlook of how my college life has been so far. I really did not take serious when people told me that college is a really big change. You're going to start partying more, you're going to start doing this, you're going to start doing that. You are going to start doing those things. Especially if you get around the friends, more of our outgoing friends, or the friends that like to go out, you're going to start going out, okay? So I had a friend in my first semester. I'm in the second semester now. I had a friend in the first semester. She loved going out. She loved going partying. So when she wanted to go out, or when she wanted to go to the bar or Tigerland, I would go with her. Of course, I was her friend. We were like stuck together like glue, okay? We were like this, like you wouldn't see one without the other. So anytime she went out partying, I was out with her. Anytime I went out, she was out. We were going like every single weekend, sometimes on the weekdays. And that made me fail some classes first semester. And now I've picked myself up, picked my grades up. And now, because I failed some classes first semester, I have to take some in the summer. So I'm always going to give it to y'all real. I'm a real person. I'm going to for real tell y'all what college is like. And it is like that. Freshman year, do not get your head stuck in your you know what, because it's serious. If you're going out and you're partying every single weekend and you're not staying on top of your studies and you're partying some weekdays, that can really get to you, and your grades can really go downhill like mine did. And I told people, my mom tried to warn me, and I told my mom, I said, it's fine. I'm not gonna party like that. Like, I don't think I'm gonna go out like that. Like, I'll be fine. Like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get my grades up. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna make A's and B's. And I didn't. Your girl didn't. Some of those classes I absolutely pooped because I did not take serious. And honestly, first semester was the first time in a long time where I really did not feel smart and like intelligent me, because you have so many people passing you up and you have so many people taking it serious from first semester. And there's so many things that I wish I could go back and change, but I can't, The only thing to do is to get better from here. So, please take heed to the things that people are telling you. I'm sorry, that's my cat. Jasper, come here, buddy. I know. If you're wondering how I have a kitten in college, I will go ahead and I will make a separate video about that for y'all, because he is a whole mess. Say hello. Say hello. Oh. I will make a whole separate video because that's a whole thing that I'm not gonna get into this video. He likes kisses. But yeah, me and this girl are not friends anymore. If y'all want a story time about that, please leave a comment below. I'll be happy to tell y'all about what happened to that friend and all the drama that happened in college. I have so many stories to tell y'all. So if y'all want to know, just leave a comment below and I'll make that happen for y'all. But yeah, we stopped being friends, I want to say in like October of the first semester. So second semester started and I haven't been out since then. The last time I went out was with her. It's all about the people you keep around you, honestly. I haven't really been out like that. I am more focused. I have better grades now and I'm so happy where I am. I have the most amazing supportive roommate. Sir don't look at me like that. Sorry guys, but I have the most amazing supportive roommate. I'm doing so much better. I feel amazing. I'm so happy to have gotten the toxicity away. Guys, the drama definitely continues in college. It doesn't go away. It's just on a smaller scale. Like, it's not as big of a scale as in high school because college is so huge, especially if you're going to a huge college with lots of students. But there's still going to be a lot of drama in college, and I just want to warn y'all right now. I'm gonna always keep it real with y'all. I'm gonna stay real with y'all. There's drama in college. Okay, so yeah, I just want to let y'all know to be prepared, to really think about how you're gonna go about this, and you know, the type of friends you should keep around you. Good luck, guys. Good luck getting in college for all of y'all who are not in college yet, and to all my college students that are watching, hey guys. I hope y'all are doing well. Feel free to leave y'all stories down below about y'all's college experiences or how y'all got into college. Thank y'all for watching this video today. I'm Malaysia and I hope to see y'all in my next one. Bye.